Hello everyone, welcome to Ansarkari. Today we are discussing the Hindu newspaper of January 19th. Yesterday we discussed how the Iran have struck inside Pakistan. It has said that it had killed the base of the Israeli intelligence agency and it is based on the credible intelligence. Pakistan said that it has the right to retaliate and to save its own integrity and sovereignty to 9 killed as Pakistan launches retaliatory strike against Iran. What is the Indian stand? Indian stand is that India don't support any kinds of terrorism and it has supported each country for the right to stand and defend its own boundary and territory against the terrorist activities. So this is an example of escalation after the Israel and Hamas war. Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, map we have discussed. To which ship has been deployed INS Visakhapatnam? 12 school students, 2 teachers killed in a Gujarat boat capsize. A school picnic turned into a tragedy with 12 children and 2 teachers died. It is not clear whether a student and teacher from the private school were wearing life jacket, whether the boat had the capacity to carry almost 30 people. The two issues that has been highlighted if there is a following of the safety protocol in the lake in Vadodara. This case is not unique to that reason. This case is showcasing the issue with respect to the laxity in following of the law. For example, life jacket important. Second, overcapacity of the boat. तो इसको रोकने के लिए I have two uh, motivation in my mind. First is safety auditing should be done with the help of the local bodies जिनका करते हैं काम. Second would be use of deterrent or penalty against the such mechanism, and it should be citizen centric awareness should be done with respect to the how they can save themselves when the boats capsizes. Mansi, if you want to add,
And
तो
one more I would like to add up that the people who are operating these portals or providing these services, they should firstly, like it should be a mandatory provision of having a license.
license is also there. Yes. 2 weeks back, we discussed about the substandard quality of the generic drugs that has been found in the Delhi-run Mohalla clinics. What are the issues with the substandard drugs? First is the standard that is maintained by the CSDCO. It should be maintained on the standard of the global medicine practices (GMP) medical practices. Second would be the formulation of the MSME sector because they are mostly in the field of the pharmaceutical generic medicine drug. Third would be the upskilling of the staff and the drug inspectors. So CBI have started to probe into the standard drugs. So there is a tweak in the drug procurement. So drug procurement say related one issue was there, one solution was there that every private hospitals or even the government hospital can procure drug on a single platform. आज से एक हफ्ता पहले एक एडिटोरियल में आया था with regarding to this. Now the medicine will be stored in the hospital for 2 months and sold only for after random sample that tested. We need to tweak tender rules. Five medicine found in the three Delhi run hospital were found to be substandard. Hmm. So regarding that, Central Procurement Authority. Currently, Central Procurement Authority of the state government, which floats the tender through which the Delhi or the central government online procurement portal. It is already done. But the problem is that every batch of the medicine sent by the manufacturer to store needs a certificate by a lab. Without certificate, the store won't accept such medicine. So I think there is a issue with the issuing of the certificate to each lab by the lab. For that, deterrent mechanism can be put, or second, drug inspector can their role can be increased with regarding to this. The important keyword: Central Procurement Authority. It is a online platform through which the tender is procured for the drugs. DANX, Delhi Andaman and Nicobar Island Civil Service. Group B Civil Service under Civil Service जो exam है. Mayoral election for Chandigarh deferred to February 6. According to the order issued by Chandigarh Deputy Commissioner, election were for post of mayor, senior mayor, deputy mayor. Decision to reschedule the election was taken on the assessing the law and order situation. Law and order situation in Chandigarh. So I have one uh, issue with regarding this because mayoral election should take place every 5 years, and according to the state election commissioner, it has the responsibility and the duty to conduct a free and fair election regarding the local bodies, and there should not be any vacant seat with regarding to the local bodies. इसे election होना चाहिए timely. Law and order situation cannot be given as a justified cause for deferring of the election of the local bodies. Delhi Police interstate coordination to meet up step of security measure for the Republic Day. Example of interstate coordination among the police officials. Issues that have been discussed is the deployment of the drones, advanced information with respect to the suspicious element and vehicles, interstate gangs in the NCR, supply of illegal farms and narcotics were taken up in this meeting. तो what can be done अगर देखा जाए इसमें तो more check post, security surveillance through security cameras, anti drone measures, use of drones to map the areas where the most cases of the interstate drug, then illegal firearms, narcotics takes place. कुछ specific pockets हो गए दिल्ली के अंदर. This can be replicated in other cities also. तो NIA, Narcotics Control Bureau, and Intelligence Bureau, and NIG, National Integration Grid, Intelligence Grid. Case of the animal cruelty on the camera. Case against three for forcibly feeding live rooster to bull in Tamil Nadu. Bulls are herbivores. Forcing such animal to eat raw meat puts them at risk of diseases. They have been booked under the PCA, Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act, 1960। ये थोड़ा डिटेल में लेंगे इन द इन्वायरमेंट सेशन। Calcutta High Court allows Mamta rally on January 22, directs state government to ensure security. So regarding the hate speech yesterday, Supreme Court had given direction to all the district magistrate and superintendent of police that they should be aware, they should be conscious of such meeting taking place in their own district, and they should take proactive action against such cases. उसी के हिसाब से नो स्पीच और अटरेंस कलकत्ता हाईकोर्ट कह रहे हैं कि नो स्पीच और अटरेंस शुड be made hurting the sentiment of section of people belonging to a particular religion or sect. This causes the issue of law and order in the state. This causes a rift between the two communities, between the several communities. इसलिए violence, if violence happens, organizers must be held liable. Regarding the man who had died in Delhi without getting hospital admission, उसके बाद टेस्ट के बाद ये निकला कि who died after 3 hospitals have denied its him the bed. The promoter was picked up allegedly molesting a woman in the state out of a moving van. JPCH did its best to treat the injured person, even as the three larger hospital offered excuses. वो डिस्कस किए थे क्यों एक्सक्यूज किया गया था. They have said that there is less availability of the bed, ICU bed, and dysfunctional equipment. CT scan is not working, ventilators were also not available. ऐसा कॉज दिया गया. Action against the doctor. Health department took strict action on the 4 doctors from the Loknayak hospital. Each doctor was asked to terminate the service of a senior resident doctor who was on duty on the intervention night. The health department directed the Delhi government hospital not to deny any treatment of the patient under any circumstances. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal approved a proposal for swift, rigorous measure against the 4 doctors. IMA have said, Delhi Medical Association have said that doctors were made scapegoat. In my opinion, uh, this is a very short-term solution. We have to take action against the doctor. Long-term should be if the infrastructure of the hospital is available or not. That is very important, right? CT scan machine is working or not, or even ICU beds are available or not. This is more important thing rather than taking strict action. Strict action must be taken, but we have to see that it was a genuine problem or it was on the side of the issue of the side of the doctors. कंप्लेन में लेकिन ये लिखा गया कि वेंटिलेटर एंड आईसीयू बेड वाज अवेलेबल बट द पेशेंट वाज नॉट एडमिटेड. तो इसका एक सोल्यूशन वी हैव डिस्कस कि इन एनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पोर्टल देयर शुड बी अ अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द बेड equipment and ICU bed equipment and lab section on a joint portal under the DM. All the private sector hospital and government hospital should coordinate with each other with regarding that. For example, COVID cases के समय हुआ था ऐसा joint portal where for every district it was run by the private NGOs or even the district magistrate.
और जब लास्ट टाइम ने डिस्कस किया था एक इशू ये भी था जो सीनियर डॉक्टर होते हैं वो वहां पर प्रेजेंट ही नहीं होते, सिर्फ इमरजेंसी के टाइम पे ही आते हैं, तो उस चीज को भी सोल्व किया जा सकता है.
Center attempting to run rival government using governor issue governor and state government with regarding to the reservation of the bill, then appointment of the VC, then not assenting to the bill and reserving for the president to assent. political speech given by the governors, etc. There are some issues. Increasing autocratic attitude. So autocratic attitude is centralization, curbing of the freedom of expression and speech, then using laws to misusing the laws against the opposition parties, etc. That autocratic attitude, some example. Calcutta High Court says a team to verify the Manrega job card. Under the Manrega Act 2005, unskilled labor have the right to get job, 100 days of paid job for the unskilled labor, and you have to just report to the local administration, and within 15 days you will get such job. So observing the one genuine person who has worked cannot be denied wages. Court has ordered that genuine verification of the process of the job card for the Manrega should be done by team of 4 officers. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से, वेस्ट बंगाल से, सीएजी की तरफ से. So this showcases the cooperative spirit between the different agencies with regarding to the e-governance. कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के भी रहेंगे, वेस्ट बंगाल सीएजी, एंड अकाउंटेंट जनरल वेस्ट बंगाल के. So that the high professionalism should be maintained in verification, and second, objectivity and transparency can be maintained. Question क्या आता है by the state कि they are not releasing the fund to the state, whereas the state have said, the center have said there is a alleged misappropriation of the fund. इससे रिलेटेड एक रिफॉर्म पढ़े थे in 2 weeks back with regarding to the integration of the Aadhaar card with the Manrega job card. It can weed out the bogus of forging of data in the Manrega card. लेकिन issues में था कि digital divide is there among the people. Second, the issue is not with the disbursement of the fund. Issue is with the middleman, that is using the job card of the Manrega, and they are routing the money to themselves. ऑनलाइन तो दिख ही जाता है कि दे हैव पेड द ड्यूज, बट ऑफलाइन जो जिनको मिलना चाहिए उनको नहीं, तो एक दैट इज इशू. तो ये वाला एग्जांपल एक बार लिख लेना दिव्या, जीएस पेपर 4 में. टेक दिस. Karnataka to ask center to allow reservation within the SC. SC. Said decision to amend constitution is seeing a significant political move ahead of the Lok Sabha poll. 341 constitution article which provides enables states to provide internal reservation among the SC. Inclusion or exclusion of any caste of the SC list, the government is seeking the inclusion of another clause to allow internal reservation among the SC. BJP government has approved 6% to SC left, 5.5 SC right, and touchables. Banjara, Bhovi, and Kocha Korma. It has to be inserted through the amendment. We have recommended to the center to amend the article. Parliament is a supreme body. Ultimately, Parliament can make a decision with regarding to the reservation in the institution. The inclusion, exclusion of any caste should be done by the Parliament. State government can only recommend to the center. Center can initiate the bill and it can be approved by the Parliament. ये है प्रोसेस आर्टिकल 341 के अंदर में विद रिगार्डिंग टू रिजर्वेशन. और ये एग्जांपल, दिस एग्जांपल ऑल टॉक्स अबाउट द इंटरनल रिजर्वेशन, दैट इज जो हम लोग बात करते हैं विद रिगार्डिंग टू द प्रिविलेज ऑफ द एससी विद ईच अदर. किसी का ज्यादा होता है, दे आर मोर डोमिनेट एससी, दे आर लेस डोमिनेट एससी, तो उनके अंदर रिजर्वेशन का परसेंटेज कितना होना चाहिए. उस पर
We
बात।
can say औशक यहाँ पे हुई कि within SC also जो creamy layer है they shouldn't get the reservation, और जो सब categorization हम बोलते हैं within a particular community,
ये सब
जैसे women
कैटेगराइजेशन, ट्रू।
reservation सब categorization.
एग्जाम्पल है, Kerala refuses to entertain pleas on land assignment bill sent by the Khan. Arif Mohammad Khan, he's a Kerala governor. What is land assignment bill? Kerala government has set up some land for the development purposes, whereas the center body and also the NGO alleged that this will lead to the dilution of the principle of the Kasturi Ranjan Committee and Gatkil Committee, that is talking about the mandatory, that is talking about the not mandatory but reserving the whole uh, Western Ghat, approximately 30 to 35% for the ESJs, environment ESZ, full form, Mansi, sensitive zone, environment ecological
Ecological
sensitive zone.
sensitive zone.
So, Kerala government governor Arif Mohammad Khan has said that it will dilute the principle of environmental conservation. That is why he have reserved the bill, land assignment bill. It has also said that that the government has not replied to the petition despite three reminders from the Raj Bhavan. तो अभी तक में केरला गवर्नर एंड स्टेट के बीच में जो इश्यूज है, एनईईटी एग्जाम्पल तमिलनाडु, सेकेंड वुड बी रिजर्वेशन ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट, रिजर्विंग द बिल फॉर द प्रेसिडेंट, वाइस चांसलर अपॉइंटमेंट, लैंड असाइनमेंट बिल, ये एग्जाम्पल वी कैन राइट इन द जीएस पेपर टू। अब इसी से रिलेटेड यहाँ पर है 13% ऑफ द लैंड मास इन केरला वर्नेबल टू द लैंड स्लिप्स। लैंड स्लिप क्या होता है? इट इज अ फर्स्ट ऑर्डर स्ट्रीम डिस्टर्बेंसेस, certain factor that contributing to the landslip vulnerability, slope toe cutting for the road construction, आप slope काटते हो, unscientific use of the land, stream disturbances, water use capability, carrying capacity of the hill, all these contribute to the landslip. Or which technology has been used? COFUS is the first AI-based landslip sustainability map. Deep learning technology has been used for that. Various districts have been mapped. Idukki, Palakkad, Wayanad. It is declared highly vulnerable region. So this example can be put in the landslide disaster management area. Ki most of the region showcases the issue of the landslip, especially Kerala, where 13% of the land is vulnerable to landslip. इसको लिख सकते हैं. And how technology can be used to assess the vulnerability of the land. Dense fog engulfs Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. India's domestic air passenger traffic to set 300 million by 2030. We discussed this yesterday. For that, India is trying to do a lot. For example, there is a increased participation of the private sector. Privatization of the Air India was one such step. Then procurement of the 500 aircraft, Airbus, and then Boeing, from the Airbus and Boeing. That is the leading producer of the manufacturer of the commercial vehicle, commercial aeroplane. And the long term 2030 up to 2035, all the airplane will be procured. 500, 500, 1000. India has become the largest purchaser of the aircraft in the world after US and China. Air traffic control strength has been increased. Functioning of the hub and spoke model. Hub and spoke model example, Udan. That is connecting the interior of the India with the mainstream India on airport. For example, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, etc. 74 एयरपोर्ट था 10 साल पहले, अभी अप्रोक्सीमेटली 149 एयरपोर्ट है। दिस इज ह्यूज। ISRO upgrades its distress alert device for fishermen, DAT, with the advanced capability for the fishermen at the seas to send emergency messages from boat. This is important for the disaster management purpose कि आप technology you can use for the mitigation of disaster. For example, cyclonic activities in the Bay of Bengal या साउथ में in the Gulf of Mannar, where there is a clash between the fishermen of Sri Lanka and India. The distress message can be sent from that device, DAT. Information about a potential fishing zone are also transmitted to fishermen using DAT-SG on regular interval. कि कहाँ पर फिशिंग जोन ज़्यादा है, आप कैसे जा सकते हो, and events such as bad weather, cyclonic activity, tsunamis, emergencies, they can be able to sail back home or go to safe places. So DAT-SG technology. It is to coordinate under the Indian Coastal Guard and Central Control Station, Indian Mission for Control Station. ये coordinate करते हैं. 20,000 DAT are presently being used by the fishermen. Trawlers जो होते हैं, they are into the deep sea fishing, उनको एक हेल्प मिल सकता है. Satellite navigation, technology, communication, satellite communication, etc. All these have the capabilities. DAT-SG.
ये जो फिशरमैन है क्रॉस कर लेते बाउंड्रीज को, उसे किसमें कौन से दो देशों के बीच पता चलता, थाम्बे प्रिंसिपल वगैरह, या फिर कैसे वर्क करते हैं?
India is a big country. They have a capability of making a larger trawler. Trawler capacity बड़ा, fishing capacity बड़ा, as compared to the Sri Lankan fisheries. तो जब दोनों के बीच में competition होता है in the Gulf of Mannar, तो sometimes Indian trawlers get into the boundary of inside Sri Lanka. तो उसके बाद उनके जो कोस्टल गार्ड होते हैं, तो वो फिर उनको अपने साथ that is
मेरा क्वेश्चन था, दो देशों के बीच में कौन सा प्रिंसिपल है जो डिसाइड करता है कि किसकी बाउंड्री कहाँ तक है? शायद थाम्बे प्रिंसिपल, अगर मैं रिकॉल कर पा रहा हूँ, कैसे वर्क करते हैं?
तो आप बता दो सचिन, आपको
नहीं,
पता
मेरे
होगा
ध्यान
तो
नहीं है सचिन।
आप एक सर्च करके एक बार ग्रुप पे डाल.
ओके।
ठीक. 46 days of asking for more. We discussed Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, there was an issue with regarding the Anganwadi workers, ASHA workers. They were talking about the raise of the wages, raising the wages, real wages, because they were comparing their wages with that of the sanitation worker. So they were getting around 7,000 rupees per month. But sanitation worker and other workers, they were getting 15,000. They were saying that we are working more for the children. We are working in the ICDS, midday meal. We want more. In the Andhra Pradesh, we see Maharashtra maybe there is a strike for the basic livable wages, edible food, clean and safe space for the children. Interested to the care, Maharashtra Anganwadi worker have taken on the might of the government. The demands कि they should be treated on the par of the government employee with respect to the benefits, gratuity and pension. Currently, they are given not salary, they are given remuneration according to the contract. Maharashtra Anganwadi worker and helpers, there is one each at every center. Strike 46 now, 65 lakh children have been demanding the basic nutrition. 8 rupees के हिसाब से मिलता है. They want a food cost for the malnourished children to be raised of 24 a day. और रेंट भी ज़्यादा होता है. डिमांड मेट्रो सिटीज में 8,000, 3,000 रुपीज टाउन्स में. तो हर एक जगह के हिसाब से सैलरी मिलना चाहिए. Same with the ASHA worker. They have joined the strike demanding the revised salary, on time payment, bonuses. Anganwadi work on the child nutrition and maternal nutrition, ASHA worker work on the overall health of the families. तो एकदम स्मॉल डिफरेंस जो हम लोग बात करते हैं आशा वर्कर, इसलिए हम लोग बात करते हैं कि दे टॉक अबाउट द पोषण अभियान, पोषण, और फिर आईसी दूसरे हो गए कि वैक्सीनेशन हो जाएंगे, प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन की डिलीवरी से लेकर के बाकी सब भी आशा वर्कर काम करते हैं, ओवरऑल न्यूट्रिशन। आंगनवाड़ी, दे वर्क ऑन द मिड डे मील स्कीम, फिर आंगनवाड़ी, चाइल्ड एंड मैटरनल न्यूट्रिशन एक्सेट्रा। तो इसका सोल्यूशन तो वी डिस्कस 2 to 3। पहला कि वेजेस एक्ट में उनको डालना चाहिए, और डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज देयर शुड बी अ इंक्रीमेंटल इन द वेजेस। सेकेंड वुड बी they should be treated on par with the sanitation worker and all other contract workers. Third will social security benefit under the अटल पेंशन योजना और बाकी के अंदर भी मिलना चाहिए, क्योंकि they are a part grassroots level, they are part of the grassroots level. Their persuasive skill helps in the contact between the government and the citizen at the grassroots level. जो भी schemes आता है by the government, they try to implement that in a very effective manner. इसके लिए दे आर इम्पोर्टेंट, आशा वर्कर एंड आंगनवाड़ी वर्कर। आईसीडीएस में उनका सहयोग रहता है। वर्कर रेम्यूनरेशन, dashing through the slopes, increasing hobby, serious sky, hitting the slopes of the mountain, -2 degrees centigrade, better than anyone in the sky, skiing, skiing. We have the one of the world highest gondola rides that goes over 14,000 feet above the sea level. 14,000 मतलब by 3 feet, approximately 4.5 kilometer. Odissi dance, classical dance. Painting exhibition. Shibu Natation, who is exhibiting his art, fusion hyper realism. Hyper realism मतलब देखने में असली लगे, एकदम डिट्टो कॉपी. Surreal element using symbolism, meticulous attention to light, shadow, and atmosphere. Hyper realism can only be done with the help of the correct palettes, light, shadow. Mansuri bookstore, Jamia Nagar, is inspiring residents to read and reshape the locality identity. Bookstore is a ladder for the young mind to explore and learn about the world. This is a correct statement. We can use this in GSFA 4. We discussed the Chennai Book Fair, where every student were being promoted to read more and more with regarding to politics, history, culture, religion, etc. All these topics are there in this book. So, the grand classic of the classic contemporary books spanning from non-fiction to fiction, children book to political literature. विलियम हॉज, विलियम हॉज अगर देखा जाए, हाँ 18th सेंचुरी में इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सनालिटी है, डॉक होगा उसमें इनका नाम है। विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द एक और एक है थॉमस डैनियल और विलियम हॉज, देयर कंट्रीब्यूशन टू द पेंटिंग एंड द ड्राइंग ऑफ ईच मेनी ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट लैंडस्केप एंड आर्किटेक्चर ब्रिटिश पीरियड के अंदर में 18th सेंचुरी, विलियम हॉज। English painter, engraver. Fort of Agra on the river Jamuna, painted by William Hall, 1786. Shows the Taj Mahal as a wispy outline lost in aquatine tree. उसके पहले मैप तो था नहीं, ना कि जीपीएस था, ना सैटेलाइट था, तो कैसे पता लग सकता है कि कैसा दिखता होगा 18th सेंचुरी? तो पेंटिंग्स के थ्रू दिखता है। थॉमस डैनियल, और इनका पेंटिंग फेमस है। इट वॉज द फर्स्ट टाइम द कंपनी वॉज फ्लेक्सिंग मिलिट्री मसल। 1786 के समय में देखा जाए तो कार्नेटिक वॉर खत्म हो चुका था। 1760 86 मतलब कि वैरन हेस्टिंग के समय के, और उस समय मराठास के साथ एंग्लो मराठा वॉर स्टार्ट हो चुका था, एंड ऑल्सो ऑनगोइंग मैसूर वॉर, एंग्लो मैसूर वॉर। हेस्टिंग इंश्योर्ड सेफ पैसेज ऑफ हॉज, moved his way out of the battle zone. Hooghly, Ganga, Murshidabad, Rajmahal hills, Banaras, Allahabad, Agra, Gwalior, pausing way, he captured the life and monuments, thus becoming the first professional British painter to put together an extensive corpus on the colonial India. The William Hodge, important. Hodge was little interested in British India. He was, अब क्यों लिटिल इंटरेस्ट है ब्रिटिश इंडिया, क्योंकि ही कैन बी सेड एज अ पार्ट ऑफ द ओरिएंटलिज्म, क्योंकि वैरन हेस्टिंग के समय में ओरिएंटलिज्म थॉट को प्रमोट किया जा रहा था, जो पूरा रिवर्स हुआ 1805 1810 के आसपास, जहां पर एंग्लिसिज्म का धीरे धीरे ट्रेंड बढ़ते गए चार्ल्स ग्रांट और बाद में थॉमस टीवी मैकॉले के अंदर। His aim was to show his comparate what India's own civilization landscape looked like. The works on display are on aquatint, watercolor by hand. Mm. The painting features moldering ruins, peaceful villages, placid rivers, people engaged in daily course. The light is often meridional, and Spia captures a mood that is almost like a memory of India long forgotten. उसमें कैमरा भी नहीं था, तो इनके जो इमेज है, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर रिमाइंडिंग व्हाट 18th century इंडिया लुक्स लाइक. थॉमस डैनियल एंड विलियम हॉच. Important element with the media ethics. Who is accountable with regarding to fake news? पहला क्वेश्चन है. सेकंड, हाउ द टीआरपी इज डिसाइडेड. थर्ड, मीडिया इज नॉट ड्रिवन बाय द ब्रेकिंग न्यूज कल्चर एंड सर्च फॉर द विलन ऑफ डे. ऐसा क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली ब्रेकिंग न्यूज कल्चर बोल सकते हैं कीवर्ड. समटाइम्स फोर स्टेट, एग्जीक्यूटिव, लेजिस्लेटिव एंड जुडिशरी, फोर्थ पिलर बोलते हैं मीडिया को. It serves simultaneously as witness, prosecutor, judge, and jury, executioner also. The media trial, a keyword with regarding to this. Trial by fire. अब मीडिया के पास एक पता होना चाहिए कि उनके पास फैक्ट, ओपिनियन, स्पेकुलेशन, रिपोर्टाज एंड र्यूमर, डिफरेंसेस पता होना चाहिए, लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं है. Over the issue, generally the students' head over world war have blurred into irrelevance in today's India media. Free media is lifeblood of our democracy. It makes citizen aware regarding the government action and also the daily activities in the country. Without media, it will be very difficult for the citizen to make the government accountable. It is a media job to look critically at the elected official action. When we are talking of media, right from the local level, local akhbar, state, national, sub included, including community radio, social media. लेकिन ये स्पेसिफिक टीवी मीडिया का बात कर रहे हैं. Media should serve as a both mirror to society and scalpel to probe wrongdoing. तो क्या करना चाहिए? फैक्ट वेरिफिकेशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. तो पीआईबी फैक्ट चेक, इंडिया टुडे फैक्ट चेक उसका एग्जांपल है.